Alright, so it's August 1st. I want to start trying to document a little bit of my journey in real estate and some other things, maybe do a little vlog stuff, but a big project that I've been working on is a complete rehab of my first investment property. So, starting to get a little bit of a jungle, still working on ripping all the old nasty landscaping out. Man, the whole backyard especially was a bear. But pressure washed the house not too long ago. I'm going to be doing a German smear to the outside. Be really nice. It's a 1964 property. Let's go on inside. We've done a ton of work. It's finally getting to the fun stage. Been painting all the windows and stuff. My first time doing trim using flat stock. Like it because you're not having to deal with crazy miters and stuff like that. Love my Ryobi brad nailer. Nice kind of accent on the ceiling there. All these walls had wallpaper and just were nasty and so uneven and gouges and everything. Learned a lot having to deal with basically sealing torn wallpaper and filling that with drywall mud. Been such a learning process. I mean, buy a home, rehab it, you learn so much. It's like going to university. German smear for this fireplace. Looks way better, just got to fill some cracks in there and stuff. Added this design up here. Just little things that make things pop. There used to be a wall here. Ripped that out. Also ripped out the ceiling. Had to learn how to do a little dust containment thing, just so the crazy dust wouldn't get everywhere. That was such a mess. Was in like a Tyvek suit and everything just to keep myself from getting super nasty. More windows there. All these cabinets. I remember when we first got a property, the first thing you always think is, swap out everything, change out everything. But it's like, you very quickly realize how expensive that is and how stupid that is. So you take old like oak cabinets and stuff, sanded everything, repainted. I still got to do some more work here, but starting to put it together. Ripped out an old kind of stovetop thing, 1960s version. So basically this used to extend over here, and it was just like an inlaid little stove thing. Ripped that out, upgraded electrical. This carport room, this was the first room that worked on fixing up, and it was just the old like 90s kind of wood paneling stuff. So looks all fresh and stuff that way. It's messy, obviously, got stuff going on. Show some more of the house. This was a huge undertaking, this bathroom remodel. So I mean, again, like nasty, like colored tile kind of bathroom that this used to be. Gutted everything down to the subfloor. Crazy. There used to be a cast iron bathtub here as well. Had to take like a 10-15 pound sledgehammer and bust that apart. The funny thing, I started with a hammer, then I went to a 4-pound sledgehammer, then I went to like over a 10-pound sledgehammer to freaking get this like 500-pound thing out. That was crazy. But I put this bathroom together. Really pleased with how it turned out. Decided to go with these shower panels. I think the cool thing is if it ever gets old or you need to update, you just remove it, connect to the PEX, then you can put a new design and stuff. Did a cool little wood accent, add some kind of depth, dimension, which is pretty cool. LED mirror. Ultimately, this will be, a very kind of high-end or whatnot short-term rental. Even has a little defogger thing. It was really cool. So obviously, if this was just going to be a long-term rental, would not be putting the time and attention and detail like hopefully you can see. But yeah, so you see the kind of the wood theme there, and then wood stuff here. No lights in the house, as you can see, because we gotta buy and install those. So kind of some of that wood influence. Bedrooms, getting ready to do baseboard here soon, but had to strip down all these old doors, prime, and paint those. That took quite a while. Man, you just learn very quickly how even the smallest little things, take an enormous amount of time. But again, wouldn't change anything. Been an incredible learning experience. This right here used to be a cedar little closet. So we ripped that out, and now it's a stand-in shower, which is pretty dope, I think. Liked how it turned out. A little French kind of door set up there. That little seat, which worked out pretty cool how that is where the air return is. So it was like, hey, can we just build a frame around it and make it into a seat? I think another thing that you kind of learn when you invest in properties, you kind of find that fine balance of paying someone to do something that you cannot do and that you wouldn't be efficient in completing the task yourself. And then also balancing that with things that I am competent enough to do myself, to save money, and to kind of balance things that way. Because definitely if you're doing a nice short-term rental, and trying to, renovate things to a much higher level, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot more money than you would think too. So I've just kind of found that balance of learning to do certain things myself, performing certain tasks myself, just to kind of mitigate some of the expenses going out. But then you also find certain things where it's like, this would take me way too much time. I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to pay someone to do it. Floors here, got to clean up little paint spills and stuff like that. But these used to be nasty hardwood floors. There was no poly finish on top, and there was tons of just piss, urine stains from animals and everything. I know obviously black, it will show up kind of more dust and stuff like that easier and quicker, but we decided to go with the classic black stain simply because we wanted it really just to conceal any of like the urine stains and stuff from the dogs that were in this property before destroying things. So I think ultimately that was a good trade-off, and it kind of conceals all that. But all this was sanded down, paid someone to do that, and then 3 coats of poly. And then outside here, I'll do another video, but yeah, maybe I'll do another video just showing what I've done outside. Obviously I'll have to scrape that with a razor blade, get all those clean lines. But yeah, just want to kind of document, maybe just start to document kind of process of kind of the last finishing touches for our first investment property in short-term rental unit. So anyways, just gonna try to do something different and record some videos. Peace.